Welcome back to the channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Tremayne, but my friends, they call me Trey. In this episode, it is very, very eventful. I started off the day having coffee with two buddies of mine, and this conversation gets really deep. And you'll see how deep we really get into the conversation. And then I had a chance to go to the museum. Very calming and relaxing. Yes, I did get work done today, so you'll see a little bit of that. But this week has been crazy. It almost seems like everything is just like one long day, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it here. Having a daily vlog is almost, it makes you feel like there's like it's a never-ending day. Like there is no tomorrow. Just a one day, it's like a loop that continues to go on and on. I don't know, it's interesting. It's been what, 3 weeks now? And it's a good time, it's fun. It is hard at times as far as the editing part of it, but like actually doing it, like capturing these moments I really enjoy it. But anyway, I have a very early meeting. I don't really like doing early meetings, especially if they're before 9. But I'm meeting two buddies of mine that we get together every so often. One's in Austin, so he's flying in, and then the other one's here locally. But yeah, it's worth it. We're gonna have a good conversations, and we always have a good time. But it's pretty early. For a meeting. For me, that's just for me. But we'll see how it all goes. Okay, here goes the deal. I had a very early morning, as far as early in terms of meeting coming up right now. But I didn't go to the gym, and here we go again. Same thing happened yesterday. I didn't end up going to the gym yesterday. So remember, I have a two-day rule. I cannot miss 2 days in a row. So today I have to go. So I'm saying this publicly so you can hold me accountable. This evening, I will be in the gym no matter what. So I just want to be held on record, even though my schedule is not like it usually is. So I'm going to finish my work for the day, and then I'm going to go to the gym and then go home, which is a different schedule. But like I said, I cannot allow 2 days to go past without going to the gym. So that's what I'm doing. I just want to put it on record, and I want you to hold me to it. This is a fly on the wall effect.
You would love my DJI. I got a DJI. It's a handheld.
Yeah.
But it's phenomenal. Like when you're like, let's say we were walking out of a conversation, and I wanted to record y'all talking. It's a stabilizer. It's a handheld stabilizer.
Oh, I see.
But I can track it to like your faces. So even if I'm moving, it'll automatically move with you seamlessly. No shake, no nothing. I've tried it out. I was outside in the wind, and then if I had the mics, like it would sound crazy. But yeah, it's dope. But it also comes with like a tripod you can put on it and just stand it up.
I see what you're saying.
It'll track.
I just paid somebody to fly a drone near me. Just record
Yo,
my
drones do that
conversation.
too, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Drones have tracking too.
They do track. Yeah, they do track.
One day I'll get a drone. I'll be afraid of fucking up. Like, 'cause some of these people be fucking up flying and shit on a windy day.
Yeah.
And I lost my drone. I'd be sick.
That happened with Matthew did that in Texas. He was
Oh.
flying a drone. I was like, hey, don't let him go up too high.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of windy out here.
It was.
And 10 minutes later, it's like, Dad,
Icarus.
Dad went a little too high. He learned how to do it.
Yeah.
He tried to compensate and just takes it higher. And went in somebody's backyard and behind some of the houses is a green belt. So the green belt,
Oh yeah.
they're grazing back there. So that means whatever's back there, wildlife, from a wildlife perspective, is just back there.
Yeah. That's it.
I'm like, look.
Capture lines.
Thankfully, one of the parents was like, "Yeah, we go back there. We lose stuff there all the time."
Yeah.
They took it back there and got
We
it.
got it. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know that there's snakes back there because I see the hawks hunting.
And there.
Every
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I know there's snakes and rats and all kinds of. You got it.
Snakes and rats. They're all over Allentown.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's deep. That's deep.
Wow.
That's incredible.
You want to elaborate?
Nah,
Nah, because then it makes them a snake and a rat.
Exactly, yeah, literally.
I still got a code. My character's untested.
So how does, in regards to the book, how do you date someone with trauma? That when trauma is like so close to the surface?
That's a really good question. Honestly, really the biggest thing is making sure that they acknowledge it or are aware of it and don't be afraid to call them out. I mean, I know I don't. But there's a lot of people that can't deal with that either. Like, oh, you're acting this way because I've had relationships where they had some trauma from other stuff, and I'd have to be like, yo, I think you're projecting like a previous thing onto me. I don't want to wear that jacket.
Right.
Because I can literally, it's crazy. I always tell people, there ain't no motherfucker in the world that know me better than me. I can tell you everything I've done wrong in every situation. And I can acknowledge it and pinpoint with accuracy what I was thinking about when I made that bad decision. And I knew that I was making a bad decision, but I chose to do it anyway because it felt better at the time. Or I just wanted to be a dickhead. We're guys. Sometimes we're like, yo, you open up the asshole mode and I'm fucking amazing at it when I want to be.
Yeah.
I can be a whole fucking professional.
Right.
But I'm doing better now though, right? I learned through that. That's not the right way. You know, want to be better. Better model for my kids and just being a good citizen for the people I interact with. But it's just not being afraid to call them out, but in a safe way. Unless it's repeated, because then it's just going to be aggravated.
Right.
Yeah.
Because at that point, now your trauma is creating a divide between us.
Yeah.
And you're not dealing with it, so now it's dealing with both of us.
Right.
And I don't like catching strays for free. Shoot. Fuck that.
I had that conversation. Like, hey, you did this, and this is why you did it. No, but you can ask me why I did it. I think that would have been a healthier way to approach this. Don't put all your past on me. That's absolutely not why I did that. Here's why I did it.
Yeah. Who wants
The
to
fact
deal with
that you
someone
have
else's
a reason of why you did it, most people don't even have the ability to communicate and articulate that.
Yeah.
Which is, they do things, they don't know why they do it.
I love knowing the why. I'm a why guy. I got a why in my name, remember?
I was told. I was. But she told me I'm a jealous person. I'm like, that's a problem.
Yeah, red flag city.
That's a huge red flag. But then said, you're jealous too. I'm absolutely not jealous. In fact, I think it's time consuming to be jealous. And I don't.
Top tier waste of energy.
I don't have the time. So if I feel that you made a choice to go elsewhere, I'm gonna let you go. Because I love math. There's billions of people in the world.
That's how I am. Yep. I'm too hyper logical for that.
I'm okay to go out and find that person.
Up together.
Additionally, I don't have the problem of I'm attracted to that. It's not gonna be a struggle.
If you having our way, we have to remind them.
It's not a problem. So this is.
Yo, but even that right there be intimidating to some. When you like fully know who you are, and then you're open and honest about it, they'll confuse that with arrogance. And it's like, no. I'm not about to fucking dim my light.
Right.
Facts are facts. You want to walk into a room and survey the 50 Jones here? Because 90% of them are going to say, oh yeah, and they're going to want to talk. I said, well, you want to do this psychological test? Knock yourself the fuck out. I'm with the shits. Plain and simple.
The sun doesn't care if somebody turned the light on.
Know what I'm saying?
Not at all. Not at all.
It doesn't give a shit. It's unimpacted either way.
Yeah.
At all.
I'm I'm still gonna shine.
It's on its
I'll
schedule.
fucking burn that light out if I feel like it. Fuck your eclipse.
Temporary.
Yeah, super temporary.
Even the moon runs away. It's like, my bad, I didn't mean to be here.
Yeah.
I'll be right
sorry.
I'll be right out of your way.
I didn't realize I needed to respect your game. Let me keep it moving.
Hi, I'm here. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
You're right.
Right.
Yeah. The trauma thing is interesting because as much as we talk about trauma and people always associate with a bad thing, I'm always talking about the positive sides of trauma. I'm a weird guy. Because some people, I'm like, no, they really need to be tased for their bad behavior to realize this is wrong.
Yeah.
Kids learn through trauma.
Negative reinforcement, right?
Yeah. We thrive
Even though
on
it's
it.
point back
As
at
much
it.
as we don't want to admit it, we thrive on
If I
it.
touch that stove,
We're addicted to it in a way.
it's gonna hurt.
Yes.
That's
But
how
everyone-
social media works. We're
It does.
addicted to that trauma.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because social media
Becomes
works in a way where, so physical trauma
We're addicted.
immediately pushes you away from doing that thing.
Yeah.
The stove example.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's hot.
Yeah.
I learned the lesson.
Yeah.
I won't do that shit
Yeah.
ever again.
Yeah.
Intellectual or emotional trauma. In small doses, like we keep going back.
It's too embedded and habitual.
Yes.
Ouch.
That's how I've been with when I read Diddy's report.
I'm with shit. That's where we're going. Okay, let's do it.
No, but seriously, like it messed.
No Diddy.
But yo, it messed me up like for a week.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Just allegedly happened with all the things, but it messed me up for a week. But I noticed myself, and I said, I'm not gonna watch it anymore. I noticed myself,
Creeping
I
in.
want to see more. I want to hear all the interviews. I want to hear Jaguar write. I want to hear all these.
She's angry. Something happened.
Something happened to her.
Oh yeah.
But to the point
lot
of
happened to her.
that trauma, we're addicted, and we don't
We
have
love
to
trade
admit it.
bricks.
We love
Trade bricks full of trauma.
it. We love it, and I hate that we love it, but we love it.
Yeah.
We're addicted to trauma.
I could deal with a lot less of hearing it though.
So
I could deal with a lot less of hearing it.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
100%.
I hear about people's stuff all the
100%.
time, but I'd be like, okay, like, are you done?
one of the reasons why I started the vlog was I was getting to a point where I work all day and I would come home and I would just see myself just going down these rabbit holes. I'm like, I'm paying too much attention to this. I gotta do something for me. You know what I mean? Like I gotta do something for me. So now when I come home, I record, I have to edit.
Yeah.
So now most of my mind and my mental attention is on me, not on what's going on out there.
Right.
But it's on me.
As it
So
should be.
it's just the practice of I needed to do something radical. Because of that, like going down those rabbit holes and like I don't want to hear this. Has nothing to do
Well,
with it.
that's the problem. You have an imbalance. Literally everything is creation or consumption.
Yeah.
When one's too high, you're losing. If
Yes.
you're too creative and you're not consuming and filling your little factory up of
Yes,
creation,
yes.
your creations become stale.
Yes.
If you're over consuming,
Yes.
it's gluttony.
Yes. And I was
Regardless,
over-consuming, yes.
your brain gonna get fat with bullshit.
Yes. It's but
Straight bullshit.
Yes. But that was the impetus of I gotta do some crazy. And then when you came with the rapping thing, this dude
Good
had me
timing.
rapping. Dude had me rapping. I haven't rapped for 25 years. Dude had me rapping. But I was in that
I love
bag.
that I can fuck with people in that way, and that they entertain it. I appreciate that a lot because it's like, it's half the time it's just some random thought that comes to me, and I'm trying to be like, who can I bring into my world to entertain this with me? Because I'm gonna do it anyway, but it helps me being accountable to participate. Because I can do it by myself, but all right, I just have this cool creation that I know I'm not putting on the internet.
Right.
It's better to share it with somebody that I actually care about the perspective.
Right,
But if
right,
we're
right.
both doing it, now we're both elevated.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But what that did after that first time doing it, he asked me how I felt.
oh yeah, of course.
Because I was just thinking, because I'm working as I'm like, okay, let me just do this real quick. But I was like, I stopped everything I was doing. I did what I did. I did it fast too. Got it back
did.
to fast. And I was like, I needed that.
I know
I don't
that
know what that was.
I know that felt good to press send.
I was like, what the was? I needed that.
What is that J. Cole thing? That exercise?
That's what it is.
bro.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. It was 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Drill.
So
But-
think about it. You said you haven't rapped in 25
25 years almost.
So think of the
Almost.
term hard-headed, like that's a real thing. There's a piece of your brain you haven't been using that's in you,
Yes.
and that's pressing that button, which is why I said,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't know you were doing all this stuff. So I said, oh, doing that is going to enhance every other creative act that
Yeah.
you're doing,
Yeah.
because now you're combining, like, think about how many words you've seen, read, or spoke in your entire life.
Yeah.
And now you have these file cabinets you're reaching for, so
Yeah.
you're gonna pull them out because you know I got 7 minutes.
Yes.
And that's it.
Boom. As soon as I heard the beat, it went boom.
And that's why you see a
It's-
difference in mine from the first one
That's,
to
yours.
when you heard the last one. I was like,
You were
well,
lifting-
I did it like mad times with mad different
Yeah,
like
you
random
can
people.
hear, yeah.
So like
Yeah, you can hear that.
it just comes out natural. And then the
Yeah.
one I did with my girl in China, they're like, there's no way you wrote that many words in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I said, actually, I wrote that many words in about 4.
Yeah.
The rest was kind of like, I looked at the timer and I'm like, oh, I can still go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just change something. Like,
Yeah.
it came out mad easy.
Yeah.
But that helps me with copywriting. Like, just copywriting in
Yeah,
general
yeah.
has helped me with all these other things
Yeah,
because
yeah.
just the words are all there, the
Yeah.
images are all there.
The word cloud.
Makes sense.
But speaking of trauma, like what I like, the way I even approached it, I was like, he was like, you want to do this? And I've been on this time box kick, like time box everything. Like, give it an expiration date, and I said, okay, I'll sign up for 3 of these sessions.
Right.
And that let my mind, like, because you know, like if you don't time box it, your mind has the ability to
Right.
kind of like
Yeah.
see this endless road that's you don't
Or to not do it at all.
or not to do it, and then you have
And
this
you miss out.
resistance. So I time boxed it. I said, you know what? I'll sign up for 3 sessions.
Okay.
And I sent him, and he said, well, you choose the beat. I chose the beat, sent it to him. But when I
yeah,
got
let them choose the beat and the topic.
the beat and the topic, but you're talking about therapy, like that removed like so much
Kills
resistance.
the barrier.
Just in that little bit of moment, like I had to do the next one. And I think this is what I'm going to tell you. I think you have something with this that. I don't know where you're going
seeing
with
the
it.
effect that
I don't
it's
know.
having on everyone I've done it with, because that's how I came up with that workshop there. But I did 777, so it was a scaffolding thing because now, if you did it the way we suggested it, you have potentially 2 separate pieces of work,
Yeah.
and then the third that you intertwine them,
Yeah.
or they could be completely separate.
Yep.
You're leaving with something you can do something with,
Yes. Yeah.
if you choose to,
Yeah. 'Cause
or
I have-
it
I have
just
3
lives
scratch-
somewhere.
I have minimum. I have 3 scratch tracks.
Yeah,
And I can go back and like, okay, I'm gonna flush this out a little bit more.
yeah.
And I sent it to Joe. Joe's like, yo, this is good. I want to produce this. But then that kicks in my mind. I was like, wait, maybe let me
And
go
so-
back. Maybe I can flesh this out a little bit
And the
more.
cool thing about this is, if you listen to music now, nobody's in sessions together. They're just
You're
like,
right, you're right.
I'm gonna send you a beat, just send me the
You're
verse
right,
when you're
yeah,
done.
yeah, you're right.
There's
Yeah.
no human touch.
Yeah.
It's the human touch is dead.
Yeah.
They're not in spaces. They're not in community. It's just I'll send it and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Not like back in the day. You had motherfuckers, especially when you think of like old school 60s and 70s. Everybody's in a fucking
everybody's
band.
in it, yeah.
Think of Isley Brothers.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers just jammed out in a studio together.
Yeah.
Real fucking organic.
Yeah.
And it made some of the most harmonious shit ever.
Even Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you go
Yep,
further
right
to-
there.
Yeah.
early 90s,
Yeah.
all those dudes.
And they're competitive.
right.
Yeah. Because you need that competitive.
Because even with this, like,
You need
even
that
with I saw
competitive.
with like the students the other day, they had a natural apprehension when we first said that. Like, especially some of them didn't come there to be writers; they were just there, or some of them were there for extra credit or to miss an assignment with the one professor. So they're like, "Oh, what am I supposed to do? I'm not a writer. I'm this." I said, "Yo, remove that thinking and just be free.
Yeah.
You are not writing this
Yeah.
to publish for anybody. It's for you.
Yeah.
The best creations come out that way."
Yeah.
I've done this with someone who was a rapper, and I shared it with him because it was something I did in a session with the youth, and I told him about it, and I shared with him what I wrote. It was pretty much writing a letter to fear, and a student came up with the exercise, so I kind of shared what it was, and like, oh, I thought it was dope that the student came up with this. Mind you, I didn't tell him to do it.
So that meeting went really well. It's always good to connect with my brothers. We always have really heartfelt conversations, and we go deep. We really, look out for one another in that way, and that's rare to find. So I was glad I was able to bring you all into that meeting and just show you, like I said, my day. This is what I do day to day, and take you deeper into those conversations and deeper into my life. So hope you're enjoying. Again, more micro commitments. Thanks for this. I'll review this. If that's good, send me a pound. All right, sure, thanks. Micro commitments. Yeah, I was taking a walk outside, so I decided to come to the art gallery here. And every now and then I haven't been in here in a while, but I try to jump into the museum in the middle of a work day just to kind of get my mind off of things and just to see the art. And pretty much it hasn't changed much, but you go to the art gallery and every now and then you see something different. So decided to come here, hang out for about 5-10 minutes, and then head back. But we have a nice little museum here. It's amazing to think that some of this stuff here was from like 200 years ago. And it literally transports my mind, backwards. Like, wow, I can actually see something from almost 200 years ago, and it's preserved. It's still in good shape for the most part, and it really it captures. It's like a time capsule of a time in a certain era, and then it transports me like 200 years from now, like. What will be in the museums? Like, what would be captured? Here goes the dress right here of a certain time, certain age. And it just makes me think, like, what's going to be captured or preserved 200 years from now? And it kind of, in a lot of ways, it helps me, like, for long-term planning, because it shows you how short your life really is. And we're just here for a blip in time. So this is amazing. Okay, so I had to play another Jedi mind trick on myself. So I'm currently at the gym right now, but I'm in the lounge area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work here for the remaining of the day so that I have no excuses not to go to the gym and get a workout in. But this is what I had to do. I'm just gonna work the rest of the day here so that I can go to the gym right before I go home. But this is different. This is very uncomfortable. Like I said, I like to work out in the morning, knock that out, and then have the time to work and then go home and relax and, that whole thing. But this is different. I didn't get a chance to work out this morning, and I'm working out at the end of the day. So we'll see how it goes. It's an experiment, if nothing else. I might actually like working out in the evening instead of the morning. So we'll see. Thank you so much for keeping me accountable, because yes, I'm here. I'm at the gym. I made it. So if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate that. I do not take it lightly. Like I always say, if something in this video resonated with you, please let me know in the comments, so that way I can better understand what type of content you're looking for. Not really the type of content, bump the content. What more information or more, how we can connect in any way. Also, if you don't have the time to do that, give me a thumbs up. With that said, I'm out.